Yeah. So once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the different locations. Thanks for joining for the final demo session. And one more time, so welcome for all for third day demo session. Right. So once again, welcome for this Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management Functional Consultant demo 3. Okay, so after this demo, tomorrow onwards, the regular sessions will be started. Okay, so now let's coming for today's sessions. The today's sessions agenda is very clear. Okay, so you already know what is supply chain management, right? So what is ERP application? So what is the career and what is the AI impact on these positions? Each and everything we'll discuss on first day demo sessions. And yesterday demo session, what is your roles and responsibilities once you join this Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management Consultant? Either it is an implementation project or support project. So what is the major roles and responsibilities? Right. So what is the duties? What is our functionalities? Right. On the application level, these things are discussed very clearly on yesterday's session, demo 2. Okay. Just a minute. Right. So today demo session is very, very specific, a roadmap regarding your train. So what we are starting, how we are processing, right? So what is the major functionality of sequences of this training? So each and everything we'll discuss on this demo session, today's demo session. Okay, so let's. So in the Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management, SCM, right? This is the completely a functional training. You already know this. This is a completely functional training. Okay, no coding, no prerequisition requirements, right? Only graduation is the, you already know this, eligibility. If you have a career gap, you have any you are working already in the IT with other domains, or you are working in the IT but it's a non-technical or it's a technical, anything is suitable for this, right? Everyone can be applying for these positions. Okay, now let's coming for our training related roadmap. So we are dealing with 5 modules. You already know very well about that. We are dealing with inventory, product management, and procurement, and order management, and cost. Right. So why I am dealing with sequential, first is order, inventory, and then product management, procurement, order management, and costing. Why I am not starting with order management first? Why not procurement? Yes. So this is the way how we are preparing the sequential manner. Now, inventory, you already know, inventory is nothing but warehouse, right? Warehouse. How the material is receiving, shipping, all these processes, right? Shipping, okay, stock maintenances. This, yeah. If anybody is on the joining level facing any issue, please confirm on admins. Okay, shipping, stock maintenances, right? Receiving the material. So all these functionalities are performing in this inventory. So before shipping and stock maintenances and receiving, right? So we need to know about what is their enterprise structure. So this enterprise structure is dealing on this inventory module. Enterprise structure is the basic configurations of any module. If you are working on procurement, if you are working on order management, if you are working on inventory or manufacturing, enterprise structure is the mandatory. Enterprise structure. Without enterprise structure, we cannot processing for any other modules transactions. Right. So that is the reason we are dealing first day. From the first day onwards, we are dealing this inventory management under this enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. So before that, anyway, application related navigations, familiarity, setup and maintenances, each and everything, and the initial first 2 days, we are completely dealing about that. What is application? What is setup and maintenances? Where you can work on this application if any configurations are comes into the picture as for the requirement of business. Right. Each and everything we'll discuss on first 2 or 3 days completely regarding of this application. Right. This application. First of all, you need to know, right? For example, you are purchasing one iPhone. You don't know anything about that. Right. You are searching on the YouTube or somewhere. You get the source of video and watching that video and getting the navigations, right? So where is the setups? What is the setup? What purpose this setup? What is the navigations? What is the right? Each and a functionality, each and everything you are getting some source of the material, how to operate in this iPhone. Same way, ultimately we are 100% working on this application. First of all, you know the familiarity of words. Right. If I'm asking, let's go to the navigation of tools. Right. Navigation of tools. You are navigating this and clicking on this tools. This is the tools. Right. So click on the dashboards of security console. See some terminology, application terminology, simple terminology. Okay. First, we need to understanding that. Right. So this application related and supply chain management, business operations, each and everything is discussing at initial 2 or 3 days. Okay, that's the major part. Why? Because once we are entering into the application level, we need to know about each and every functionality of this application. But in-depth configurations and everything we'll discuss. We'll providing the training with the real time. That's completely we are following the sequences. But before that, we need to know that how to operating this application. So that will be discussing on initial 2 or 3 days. Why? Because nobody explaining about that. They are directly entering into the enterprise and start the configurations and telling about this is what the application, this is how we can create enterprise. No, we don't want to expect that from our team. Right. Our team is always be confident about, yes, this application is very easy. Then we need to work on that. Right. So for first 2 or 3 days, we are completely providing about this application regarding configurations, application related functionalities, navigations, familiarity, what is SCM operations from the businesses, right? What is the implementation phases from starting to ending, what is end-to-end implementation, each and everything will be discussing on here, initial 1 or 2 days. So that's very clear. Right. So after we can start. So this is user creation, how to create a user account. Right. We are sending you server links. Right. How to create user account and what roles are required for what purpose that roles. Each and everything we'll discuss on the user creations level. So once application familiarity things are completed, so we can provide the training on this user creations. Okay, so user creation means, for example, if you are opening a bank account, you are getting immediately user account and password, right? So once you log in that user account and password, you are getting your bank balances, transactional history, right? Each and everything. Same way here also. This application also there is a user account like SCM or say something. User accounts are there, right? How to create that user account and performing your functionalities on the application level, we'll discuss on here. Right. After that, we can start enterprise structure. So first 2 or 3 days completely end-to-end project. What is the meaning of end-to-end project? What is the SCM operations in the businesses? So we are taking one real-time project from starting onwards. We are taking one real-time project. So their project is this, their business is this, their operations are this. Let's start understanding of the requirements. Okay, we can start like this. Okay, with projecting of real-time project. Okay, that's the first thing. Then we can start whatever their configurations are there, whatever their requirements are there, whatever their enterprise namings are there. Based on that, we can start configurations in the application level. Right. At the time of explanation itself, for every topic related theory and interview questions document will be sending on your drive folder, and we are uploading on drive folder. You can download that. Every topic related descriptions and business example and interview questions. Okay, you don't need to worry about separately. I can concentrate on interviews. No, this training is completely providing a best solution for if you are working, if you want for certification. Yes, this training is best helpful. You want to work on implementation project, this is the best solution. If you want to work on support project, yes. Right. So from first day onwards, we are maintaining the same legacy on here. Okay, so after this enterprise structure is defined by using these setups, then we can move on inventory management. So inventory management. Why we are starting inventory management? Because inventory is the a primary source of module, right? So where we can maintain the stock, where we can receive the stock, where we can shipping from the warehouse to customers, all these things are performing from the inventory, right? So that is the reason the first module we are going to start on inventory with inventory. So under this inventory, how you can set up the inventory, organization, how you can set up the organization or warehouse or inventory. Three words are same words. Okay, if you are using organization, warehouse or inventory, three words are same words. Okay, the meaning is same. Okay, how to set up this inventory organization? For setting this inventory organization, what are the primary prerequisite setups? Right, step by step we are discussing, and finally we can create one inventory organization. Right, so inventory organization. Okay, so how to set up? What are the prerequisite setups? Everything we'll discuss from here. Inventory management. Then, so after inventory, you need to perform the transactions, stock maintenances, shipping, performances are happening, right? So for that, what needs to require? Items. See, in your kitchen, without sugar, without coffee powder, or without milk, how can you prepare the coffee, best coffee? So before going to prepare the coffee, you need some prerequisites related material, right? The same way, right? If inventory is performing the transactions, then after inventory, let's create items. So this item setups are comes under product management, right? So for creation of item, what are the prerequisite setups? Each and everything. What is the purpose of setup? In real time, how it is useful for businesses? Each and everything will discuss from the product management, like item related setups. Now the items are available. Inventory is available, right? So immediately, just guess that what is the next performance? Now coffee powder is there, right? Milk is there, sugar is there. What is your next performance? If Anybody is asking, or you want to wish for coffee, immediately you are doing preparation, right? Same way, items are available, inventory is available, then business is doing the transactions. Immediately we are working on these transactions, right? How to create these transactions? There is a multiple transactions from the inventory. So for example, business want to ship the material from first floor to second floor, right? Or from airport sub inventory to high-tech city sub inventory, right? Or from the Hyderabad location to Bangalore inventory. So there is a different functionalities are there, right? So in these different functionalities, right, how the businesses transfer their material by using the different types of processes. Okay, so from Hyderabad location to Bangalore, what is the shipping methods? What is the transportations? Right? They are using what type of DHLs, carriers, each and everything we'll discuss from the material transactions level. Set up the configurations is not a part of SCM consultant. After setting the configuration, testing is also our duty, right? How it is working. Okay, so the transactions are related discussions and transactional related processes are going on this material transactions. That's what the important interviewers are asking. Let's tell me about what is a transfer order. Right. So every interview related question and answers, how you can answer this, right? Each and everything at the time of session itself, we are recorded for the interview questions and how you need to answer that interview questions. If interviewer is asking, whenever you used to attending for the interviews, right? So we can deal on the inventory transactions. So in the inventory, only for inventory transactions are there. Sometimes in your home, in the kitchen, let's see, I'm very friendly with kitchen. Why? Because I'm cooking very good. Okay, so that is the reason I'm using a layman language for using our daily regular watching rooms, right? Kitchen. Now, so transactions related means, so if you need a tomato curry, you can do that. Right. If you need some other recipes, you can do that. Same way, business also by using that items, whenever the material is not on hand quantity, he can get the material. Whenever the sales orders are come, he is shipping the material. Right. So maintaining the stock, everything is comes under material transactions level. Now everything is good. Now the business is asking again, I want to control my inventory by tracking some item numbers, tracking by their statuses, or tracking by their material related functionalities. For example, you are purchasing a laptop. After 6 months, you are getting some issues. So what you are doing? Right, wherever you are purchasing, you are going to that place and getting the warranties and everything and getting the services, right? They are tracking by the some serial numbers for your laptop. So that controls are comes into the inventory controls. Inventory controls. Anyway, shipping setups, transportation, everything will comes from here. Transactions level, shipping setups. What type of shipping they are using? If, for example, Hyderabad to Bangalore, what is the shipping method? Trucks or train or airport. There is no any boat, right? So how we can set up that shipping setups? So that we'll be discussing from here. Receiving. For example, Hyderabad inventory, Reliance, let's take a Reliance. Reliance is shipping the material from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Obviously, Bangalore is receiving the material, right? Otherwise, how system know Bangalore is receiving or not? So that will be comes into the receiving setups. For example, your order is booking from Amazon, right? So you are not received your order, but the message immediately you are getting a message your order is delivered successfully. What is your next level of action? I have not received any material. How this message is automatically your order is delivered and your payment process is please click on this. Immediately you are getting some panic, right? So same way, The material is shipping from Hyderabad to Bangalore, but Bangalore is not receiving any material. Immediately it is received, or there is no any confirmation to system level, right? So to avoid that type of functionalities or conditional related behaviors, right? As a functional consultant, right? So we are providing this solution by following the receiving setups. Receiving setups. Okay, then picking related. What is picking? Picking is nothing but, for example, you are booking an order from Amazon. Immediately Amazon is shipping the material, right? No, before shipping the material, their Amazon team is picking the material from the sub inventories. Right, you are ordering for laptop. Amazon people or Amazon employees must picking the material, right? How system know they are picking the material or not? So the system is understanding by the picking setups. Picking setups, right? Here, picking related configurations, which is comes into the picking setups. After that, inventory controls. Inventory control. Every laptop there is a serial number. Every milk packet there is a lot number. Every water bottle there is a lot number. Right, every food and processing, there is a lot number and expiry date. How you can maintain that? So to maintaining that, right, and controlling the inventory. So these functionalities are comes into the inventory level. You are purchasing some material, bread packet or something from the bakery. Immediately, what is your observation? You are checking with the what is the expiration date, right? So that will comes into the inventory control. Right. So after that, there is a planning methods. Planning methods. What is planning method? The planning method is, for example, let's simple example again. Let's compare to the kitchen. Right. The sugar in your kitchen, the sugar is only for two tablespoons. No sugar is available. Immediately, what your thinking process and what is your next action? You are getting material, right? You are getting that sugar from your near stores. In same way, inventory level also, if material is out of stock or if material is very low stock, what happened? System is automatically suggesting inventory people. So and so material is stock is very less. Let's bring the material from the different sources. Different sources. For example, let's take a sugar. Right, you are getting this sugar from near store, or you are getting this sugar from the Swiggy Mart, or Jepto, or Blinkit. You are getting different sources, right? Same way, if inventory stock is not available, for example, Reliance, let's take a Reliance. Laptops are not available, so and so brand, or iPhones are not available on stock. Immediately, system is giving a planning method to get that material from the different sources. Right. So that is called replenishment plannings. Inventory replenishment plannings are discussing from here. Planning methods. Clear. So last one is inventory accuracy methods. Did anybody is observing for that? Some warehouses, there is some employees are right. They are entering some material quantity by holding the pads or else tabs. They are counting the material. What is the major purpose of that? The major purpose is what is the system on hand quantity? What is the physical on hand quantity? They are validating and checking that. For example, if system level 100 quantity is there, system level 100 quantity. System means application. Application. System level 100 quantity. And physically, right? Physically warehouse level 99 quantity is there. Where is one quantity? But system is always following 100 quantity only. Where is one quantity? So to avoid these deviations, This Oracle Fusion application is giving a mechanism of solution for this inventory accuracy methods. Right. So physical and system level on-hand quantity is always the same. If business is implementing this inventory accuracy methods, how to avoid that deviations? Deviation nothing but, for example, you are withdraw 10,000 rupees from your account. Right. So you are getting only 9,000. But in system level, it is 10,000. Right. But you are getting only 9,000. Obviously, there is a disturbance, right? Okay. So to avoid that type of disturbances, inventory management is performing inventory accuracy methods. Accuracy methods. Right. By following this inventory, right, validating the exact material quantity from the system level and physically on hand quantity. That is the reason in warehouses they are entering by following the pad and pen or tab. They are entering the quantities, counting the material by manually. Right. So that methods are discussing from here. So this complete part. So in this modules level, complete part inventory management and product management. See, where is the product management? I'm not mentioning specific on product management. You'll see this items related functionality is product management. So within 20 days, these 20 days means working days. Consider this as a working days. Okay. So we are closing this inventory and product management. Next. So after this, you can start procurement. So what is the procurement? Now you are understanding inventory is maintaining shipping, stock maintenances, receiving accuracy methods, planning methods, controlling everything. Everything. If everything shipping and stock maintenances and receiving everything is performing successfully, right? So what happened? Business is purchasing the material first, right? Blinkit cannot, Blinkit or Zepto, if you are booking a sugar, Blinkit or Zepto or Swiggy Mart, they are not manufacturing sugar. So where they are getting the material? They are getting this material from the suppliers. Suppliers, right? So first you are understanding these concepts, then next we are going to the purchasing. Purchasing. Okay. So the inventory organization is purchasing the material and maintain the stock. And whenever sales are comes, they are shipping the material. So whenever supplier is supply the material, inventory is receiving the material. So before starting the procurement, you are completely trained on inventory. Now you are understanding very easy to procurement. Why? Because you already know inventory functionality. So to maintain the better stock, right? So organization is purchasing the material whenever stock is not available. Amazon is not manufacturing all the products what they are selling, right? They're getting the different vendors. Okay, so this is the purchasing process. Under this purchasing process, some configurations are there. Who is the main candidate? Supplier, right? Supplier. So here supplier configurations are the first configurations from the procurement module, right? So we are going to discuss about supplier setups. What is supplier onboarding process, registration process, approval process, each and everything we'll discuss on here. Okay, so after that, some procurement setups are there. Right. So in these procurement setups, we are going to discuss about approval management. Procurement is nothing but Purchasing is nothing but organization is right processing the payments to supplier. So here organization is very careful to maintaining the purchasing processes. How they are maintaining very carefully by following the approval management. Now Blinkit is, for example, Amazon is purchasing 100 refrigerators from the LG. Amazon must be processing the payments to LG dealer, right? LG dealer. Okay, so that's a purchasing. Amazon is processing the payments to supplier. Okay, so that is the reason they are maintaining very careful on this purchasing activities. Why? Because the payments are processing by the organization. Okay, so here, see, if you are purchasing some material, you are paying something, right, for purchasing that material. For example, you are doing a business, you are getting an amount, you are receiving, that's your profit. But you are paying, that's your loss. Or some other planning. So that is the reason approval management is one of the important. This approval management level, how we can do all the configurations from the approval management by following the hierarchy of approvals, how we can configure, discuss on here. Some of the accounting related entries are there, right? Accounting related entries are discussing from the transactional accounting builders, right? So after this, things are completed. Procurement setups are completed. Supplier setups are completed. Same from the inventory setups are completed, item setups are completed. What is the next? Transactions, right? Same way in the procurement also transactions are there. What is that? PR transactions, requisitions. Requisition. Okay, the requisition means now the inventory organization people are requested, we need 100 laptops immediately in our organization, Hyderabad organization, right? They are creating one requisition. How to create that requisition? By following these setups. Laptops, they need a laptop configuration comes from product management. You already know the product management. So from the product management, once you created a product side, right, by using that product, you are creating one requisition. You means employee of the organization. Okay, they create one requisition. So if everyone is okay, purchase department is okay or the purchasing of 100 laptop, now they are processing these purchase requisitions to purchase orders. Requisition is just a request. We need so and so material. If that request is processing to purchase order, that is a document, legal document. Yes, it's confirmed. Yes, we are purchasing this material. Okay, request is coming lot of things. But processing these requisitions to purchase order is only for limited, right? So after requisitions, we'll discuss about purchase orders. Okay, after purchase orders, now the business is thinking about that. Let's take Amazon. Amazon is thinking about that. Yeah, every time I'm purchasing 100 laptops or 100 washing machines or laptops, let's take a laptops, right? HP laptops. Every time I'm purchasing this with a 50,000 INRs, right? So after getting some discounts and everything, so the supplier is providing 40,000. Right. So by using these 40,000 discounts, what happened? Right. Our Reliance or any Amazon, making an agreement with a HP dealers. Right. So you can provide these laptops so and so 40,000 whenever the requirement comes on our organization. They are making some agreement. Side that agreements part is discussing from here. Agreements. Okay, so agreements, there is a two types of agreements. So how we can configure these agreements, what is the functionality of these agreements, so in which business scenarios they are using these agreements, I'll discuss from here. Agreements. After that, receiving process. Receiving process, receiving related functionalities are there, right? In the organization, the receiving process. Okay, there is a different types of receiving processes, and receiving process we'll discuss here. Then let's go to the supplier portal. What is this supplier portal? Supplier is the main person, right? From the procurement. Okay, now let's assume that now Amazon is using this Oracle Fusion application. So in the Oracle Fusion application, Amazon has created a purchase order for the 100 laptops. Once it is approved, supplier is getting the notification and acknowledge that yes, we are sending those materials to your organization. Supplier is confirmed on that. So even supplier also maintaining some URL logins by following the supplier portal. So organization is providing supplier portal logins to supplier. So whenever any purchase orders or purchasing process transactions are performing by the suppliers, the supplier is performing the transactions by using the supplier portal. Supplier portal means simple, your bank account and logins. If you want to transfer the material from your account to your friend, what you are doing? You are entering the details and transfer, right? Same way, supplier is also a login credentials. All right, supplier is logging on that and performing the transactions whenever the material is requested from the business. Right, so that we'll discuss from here, suppliers portal with real time. More than these any functionalities, only these functionalities are there. More than nothing is there in the application. Okay, so whatever we are discussing, that's a completely more than from inventory and procurement. Right, if they are asking something, yes, we know very well about that. Okay, so supplier portal. After that, we'll see for self-service procurement. Self-service procurement means Amazon level, Amazon employees are working, right? If they need some material like a printout or printers or pens or pencils, files or something, they need any chairs. What they are doing, they are also requesting some materials, right? We need so and so printer for the taking the order numbers and everything, right? So employees also having their access of getting the material to following the requisitions, right? So that we'll discuss from the self-service procurement. Self-service procurement. Okay, so in the procurement is very top demanded module. Okay, so most of the businesses are implementing this procurement module in their businesses. Okay, but very lengthy module. Okay, now let's come into the sourcing. Sourcing means negotiations. Negotiations. We are very expert in negotiations, right? If you go to the vegetable market and asking for that vegetable, how much tomatoes, he is saying about 50,000, 50 rupees. Immediately you are asking, let's give the 1 kg of tomato 40 rupees. Right. If he's okay with that, he is providing the 40 rupees. What is the saving of amount here? 10 rupees. See, one single person, if you are getting a tomatoes, you are saving 10 rupees. But in the organization, if organization is purchasing 100 laptops or 1,000 laptops, right? So basic price is 50,000. They are getting a discount price with 35,000 for HP laptop. What is the saving price for one laptop? 5,000. 5,000. Now they are purchasing with 1,000 quantity. So what is the total saving amount? Saving amount, right? Equal to total. So this is what the saving amount. It's only for laptop item, right? So if any expert negotiated persons are there, they are doing this negotiation processes, right? So that negotiation part is discussing from here. Negotiations. Okay, so very important and beautiful topic, very interesting, right? After that, supplier qualification mechanism. Supplier qualification mechanism. Supplier is supplying the material, sometimes quality is not good, sometimes delivery is delaying, sometimes shipping methods level damages are happening, right? So to avoid this type of things from the suppliers, what happened, organization or purchasing team is conducting supplier qualification every 6 months once or 1 year once, okay, to find out the best suppliers. Okay, here supplier qualification mechanism is assessing their qualities, deliveries, everything by performing the supplier qualification. Okay, that's supplier qualification. After immediately we can start order management. So once these two modules are completed, you are ready as a senior functional consultant. Two modules. If you are fully expert. So what my request is, from starting day onwards, let's start your research and work on this and finding the better sources of content. Right, let's start your practices. 100% you will get a job after if you are completing this two modules with um, good practice. Right, let's order management. Order management is one of the top module and very demanded module. Okay, 10 days, 10 days. Right, completely. What is order management? Order management is sales. Order management is sales. Right, sales related processes. From order creation to order receiving. Right, you are booking something from Amazon. Amazon level, it is an order. Right. So once you are booking a order, Amazon people are picking and shipping and deliver to your home step. So between of this beautiful process, we call it as an order to cash, complete order to cash. So that is discussing from the order management level, following by these configurations, order management configurations and pricing configurations. Pricing configurations. See pricing. How this pricing? For example, if you are opening anything from the Amazon, let me open this. So how this pricing is reflected here? This is a sales price, right? Sales price. How this price? There is a discount also. There is a discount. Basic price is 999, right? 66, right? How system know this? Where is this discounts? How we can apply these discounts? Each and everything we'll discuss from here. Pricing setups, discounting setups, right? Simple discount, seasonal discount. For example, what is upcoming festival? Let's have Independence Day. Independence Day, there is a discounts from Amazon or Flipkart. So how system know that? Let's steal this. Today's deal. See, Great Freedom Sale. Great Freedom Sale is starts from, okay. I think the Freedom Sale is going on now. Here you can get the materials. Right. How system now? If it is a freedom sale, we are providing this. We are providing this discounts. How system know that? System is knowing by the rules, rules, discount conditions. Okay. Any shipping charges are there? How you can add the shipping charges? Each and everything we'll discuss from the pricing setup, sales price. Okay, after that, global order promising. What is global order promising? Very simple. Global order promising, nothing but let's open the Amazon again. Tell me. Right. So this is the pricing related. Below that, Amazon is promising to you your delivery will be delivered tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. They are promising your delivery. We are delivering your delivery tomorrow, 8 a.m. How they are promising this? So how system know that? System is knowing by this based on the global order promising. They are promising, right? So this global order promising mechanism is giving this type of promising, delivery promises, right? So if no on hand, if stock is not available, 100% system is out of stock. System is giving it is out of stock. right? So these things are comes from the global order promise. I'm just quoted some example. There is a multiple functionalities on this, right? After this, there is a different types of sales orders like back to back order, drop ship, multiple things are there. We are going to discussing this, right? So these sales orders also, now let's see, very simple example. Now the sales order is created. So the sales order is created and it is triggering to the inventory. Now again, so this order is triggering to the inventory. So inventory level already stock is there. Inventory level you already know the transactions, shipping related, picking related, receiving related, right? So reservation related, you already know that in the reservation starting itself, right? Now you are easily working on this order management. Order management is nothing but 50% order management module, 50% inventory management module. Already 50% inventory, you are already expert on inventory in the starting itself. Then you are easy to understanding this sales orders processes. So that is the reason inventory is the first core module where we are discussing initially at the training level itself. If you know the inventory, you can understanding the procurement, you can understanding the order management very easy. Right. So some of the order related functionalities, creating hold. For example, you created some order, right? You want to cancel, you want to write some changes, whether the system is processing changes or system is processing hold or not. These functionalities are decided from the order related processing, right? So this is some of the additional related functionalities. So, so we can discuss this right at the time of trial. So after 10 days, order management is completed. So completely 2.5 month, 2.5 month, or maybe 50 session, 50 in between 55 to 60 sessions. Then the 4 days is the costing. 4 days is the costing. So costing is a very simple module. Okay, so we have very little topics. Cost management and receipt management is there, but configurations are there. The configurations part will be take for only 2 sessions, and the distribution process will be 1 day sessions, and the receipt account also 2 days session. So maybe 4 to 5 sessions on costing side. After that, we can also promising you some technical related topics, technical related mechanisms. Right, these technical related mechanisms and AI related and reviewed functionalities will take care by the Mr. Chandramohan Reddy. He is owner and founder of the RTL Technologies. Now I'm hand over to the right, Mr. Chandramohan Reddy sir. If you have any queries, we'll discuss on end of this session. Okay, the registration process and each and everything we'll discuss on end of the sessions. Now I'm hand over to the Chandramohan Reddy sir. Okay. Thank you, team. If you have any queries, we'll discuss at the end of session. Okay.
Thank you, Giri. Give the permission.
I'm stopping my screen share, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Morning, everyone. So since last 2 days, you might have gone through the demo sessions of Mr. Giri related for supply chain management functional. Okay. And this is going to be our third demo session, right? So let me introduce myself. This is Chandra. I'm the team